Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On play action, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Here's Allen to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 37. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Throwing now is Allen. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. After a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards to go on second down. Wentz going to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think he's in his best interest.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A.J. Epinesa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Wentz. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The veteran Mario Addison in there to drop him for a loss. 6-0 our score after 1. Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Up there, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And here's Rodgers on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 60 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Check down to Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down now, it's Hines. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Wentz. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
2nd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Completes it to Davis. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have broken the tie. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead after the touchdown pass to kick it away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Wentz. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Wentz. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Flush to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And here's Rodgers to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now Wentz on third down. He'll check this down to Hines. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Wentz. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now Allen. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw, it's Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Returnable here from the 38. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. That catch good for only a couple. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game when the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. 72 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Allen going to throw. It's a first down and more for Davis. And down to the 7-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it back.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run with Hines. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. They'll run forward with Hines. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Play action. Now Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz to throw again. And that's complete to Sanders. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Wentz. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Julian Blackman bringing him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On first down, it's Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Hines. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.